Hey Emily, my name is Kate Bortinsky, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? Well, the answer is simple. Oftentimes, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how to improve their online marketing strategy and the benefits it would have for them and their company. And other times, the only hesitation to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. I have found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hand saying, "Hey Kate, I like you. Can you just handle this for me?" So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've seen and you're thinking, yeah, this information could move the needle for my business, shoot me a message and we can have a deeper conversation. Or if by the end of this video, you simply want to take this free attack plan I give you and do it yourself, that works for me too. No harm, no foul. So now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over with you is content. So what is content? Content is how Google knows what you do and who you do it for. Content is the information highlighted on your website that Google is sending back to their algorithm to tell them what you should be found for. There's also content that's hidden behind your images. So if you right-click on the image and hit Save As, you can see there are keywords hidden behind these images. And you want to make sure that this text is optimized as well. So when we don't have enough content, and specifically keyword-rich content that your customers are searching for, how would Google know to show your business for that search term? We have found that most sites ranking in the top 3 spots on Google have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,400 words on their website, and they're using the right keyword content throughout. So I did go ahead and pull a word count on your website, and right now your site is rocking just over 1,200 words. I also pulled a word count on your competitor, Iceberg Heating and Cooling. Now their website is sitting at around 2,050 words. So they're using more keyword-rich content than you are, and that's getting their website more visits than yours. If you add an additional 1,500 words of keyword-rich content, that would help boost you to the top of Google search. So now, we're going to open a tool I use called Ahrefs. Anyone can use it. I pay a few $100 a month for it. Essentially, it gives me behind-the-scene insight of your competition and shows the keywords that they're ranking for to attract your customers. This helps me pinpoint the keywords that you should be targeting as well. So when I ran a quick scan on Iceberg Heating and Cooling, and if I go click on their keywords here, it will show me the exact keywords that your competitor is ranking for and what your customers are searching for every month. And as you can see, your competitor is ranking number 1 for Iceberg Heating and Cooling Monroe with 100 searches a month, and they're sitting in 2nd place. And then how long do thermostats last with 480 searches a month? Most of their number 1 ranking keywords are coming from blog posts that they're posting either weekly or monthly to help boost their website's visibility and rankings. So when we go back to your website, and we click into your keywords, we can see that you're not ranking as high as they are because you're not optimized for the most searched keywords. So here's what Google does think your site is related to based on your current content. Complete home comfort with 10 searches a month. Heating and cooling Monroe, 100 searches a month, and you're sitting in 9th place. And then furnace repair Monroe with 90 searches a month, and you're sitting in 10th place. It's great that your company shows up first when someone searches your name, but when a potential customer is looking for your services in your city, your website's not in the top 3 spots on Google, and ultimately that's costing your business thousands of dollars by not being in the top positions on Google. You are trying to rank for the correct buyer intent keywords, and you're doing a better job than Iceberg's keywords. However, your website doesn't use these keywords enough to rank highest for what your potential customers are actually searching for. So the first thing you need to do to dominate your competition online is incorporate more keyword-rich content with at least 1,500 more words on your homepage than your competitor. Because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if we get this done. So now check this out. When we Google heating and cooling Monroe, first we see the Google Ads section, and we can see here that you are running some Google Ads. And here's the thing with Google Ads. They can be a great option to generate some quick leads, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation isn't dialed in. Plus, if your customer has an ad blocker on, they won't see your ads that you're running. So be careful not to burn your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your website will convert. Even a few key changes to your website can boost the results of your Google ad campaign. So now let's move on to the second key thing that I want to show you today, and that's citations. You're probably thinking, what's a citation and why do they matter? That's a great question. So you can see here the Google Maps section, or what we call the map. And you can see the business's name, address, phone number. This is known as your NAP. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So a citation is your name, address, and phone number listed on sites like Yelp, the BBB, Yellow Pages, Facebook, and a couple hundred other directories. So now you might be asking yourself, hey Kate, how do I rank in maps? So let me explain the number one thing that you can do to push your business to the top of the map pack and keep it there. Most companies in the number one spot on Google have around 150 citations. Great job, you're sitting in the third spot for now. So to reach that number one spot and maintain it, you want to make sure that you have 100 to 200 more citations than your next competitor. When you have more citations than your competitor, you gain more trust from Google than they do, which pushes you above them in the map pack. So now you're thinking, well great, how do I do that? It's really simple. I'll use a site like WhiteSpark or BrightLocal that will tell me exactly what directories your competition is listed on, and from there I'll literally go down the list and get you on the same ones. But I don't stop there, because we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them online. So if you want to claim the top spot in the map pack, you'll want to confirm the number of citations your competitor has and add 100 to 200 more than they have. This way, it'll take your competitors a long time to catch up to you. This will generate a steady stream of new business for you. So now let's talk about the third and final key thing that I want to cover with you today. That's link juice, which is also referred to as backlinks. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So again, we're searching for heating and cooling Monroe, and when we scroll down past the map pack, you can see that your site isn't number one. Top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks, meaning that most potential customers are choosing one of the first 3 results and are never even making it to your listing. So the top 3 spots are where you want to be, and to get there, you need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to your backlinks, and a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this gives site B authority. It's kind of like a popularity contest, and the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link is. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or industry-related site, such as one of your suppliers like Lennox or Coleman linking back to you, that's a great backlink. But if you're a heating and cooling company and you get a backlink from, say, Harbor Hook and Grill linking to you, that's not so great because you don't sell food. So we're going to go back to Ahrefs, and we can see that you've got 640 backlinks. Awesome job. Now let's go look at Iceberg. We can see that they have 150 backlinks. Now you're probably wondering, why are you ranking lower than Iceberg since you have more backlinks than they do? The reason they're ranking higher than you is because their backlinks are from stronger, more relevant sources, which ultimately pushes them higher than you. So remember, Quality links are better than a higher quantity of links. Even just one good backlink can be worth more authority to Google than over 100 irrelevant backlinks. So how do we get these? Well, with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which backlinks are linking to them, and we can go get these same backlinks for your business. By consistently having more backlinks than your competitors, you will be number one in the organic search, which will bring your business more customers. Getting you to the top of Google isn't magic. It's just a method, and I've shown you this method today. I know how tough the market is, and I know how dependent small businesses are on third-party companies like Angie's List or HomeAdvisor for extra exposure. And I also know how painful it can be to pay for leads that are shared amongst your competitors. What I've shown you today gives you control over your leads and an actionable plan that will have clients coming straight to your door without a broker in between. So in closing, the 3 things that we covered today were: first, content. You need to incorporate more keyword-rich content with at least 1,500 more words on your homepage than your competitor. Second, citations. You want to have 100 to 200 more citations to beat your highest competitor by a landslide. And then third, link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing to your website to show Google you have more authority than your competitors. And if you implement these 3 strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So what now? Well, you can either take this information I've shared with you today and run with it on your own. Again, I'm totally cool with that. No harm, no foul. Just send me a quick note that you watched this video and your thoughts about it. I'd really appreciate your feedback. However, if you'd rather take the faster, more efficient route and want to save yourself the time and effort in learning to implement these strategies, you can give me a call at 810-358-5645 and we can have a deeper conversation. Once again, my name is Kate Bortinsky and my phone number is 810-358-5645. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.